Are you ready?
Yes. You can make your way home, Patrick. Take Watt and Miles with you.
You're not coming with us?
No, we're going south. I still need to take the young lass to safety. You've done well, Patrick. Let's have more of the same at the wall.
Be sure to return to us alive, Moors. Farewell, brother.
Given the situation, wouldn't it be better if he stayed with us?
The fewer there are of us, the less attention we will attract.
It's a shame. I'm almost going to miss him. Which way are we going?
I have to get you out of harm's way before we finish the task Mormont entrusted me with. I won't be able to settle matters with Valar with you under my feet. And I know the perfect place for you in the Riverlands. That's enough chatting for now. We have quite a march ahead of us, and I'm planning on covering a fair distance before we set camp. It's milder, and the ground is more fertile. We're entering the Riverlands. You've marched well, young lass.
Who do you think I am? I'm not one of those noble ladies that gets carted around in a carriage, you know. And anyway, you keep up a good pace yourself, for an old man.
Well, I'll always be stronger than a lass like you, believe me.
No doubt. It's clear enough from the way you fight. Not that I don't have anything to complain about. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't say no to a hot bath and a proper bed right now.
Tonight or tomorrow, we shall sleep under a roof.
Really? Are we nearly there, then?
We're going to my place. The Westford family had a remote cottage, unknown to anyone in these parts. At the end of the war, when I joined the Night's Watch, that was where I sent my wife Serena and my daughter Tyre to keep them out of harm's way.
Why was that? Were your family in danger?
At the time, I was a bannerman for Tywin of House Lannister. He was a demanding lord, generous with those who served him well, and harsh on others. He had ordered me to murder a woman and her children. I couldn't bring myself to do it, and chose to disobey his orders. I knew he would want me dead after that. But I was ready for it. I was awaiting my punishment when a friend convinced me that my family would be better off if they knew I was alive, even if that meant taking the Black. As I didn't know if that would be enough to stay his wrath, I hid my family in the Riverlands, in the house to which we're headed now. I didn't want my wife and daughter to suffer on my behalf.
And what happened next?
I don't know any more than that. Once I joined the Night's Watch, I had to turn my back on all of them.
15 years and you don't know what happened? That's awful, Moors. So that's why we've come all the way here. You want to see your wife again?
I don't see the harm. This is an ideal place to hide you, and on top of that, I may see my wife and daughter again.
I don't hold it against you. 15 years without a word. If that had happened to me, I'd have gone mad. Besides, I really couldn't stand the North. I would much rather see your family. By the way, how old is your daughter now?
She must be barely older than you. Still, there's no guarantee that we'll find them in this cottage. Perhaps they went to the Eastern Isles, or maybe back home to the Westerlands. I hope so, for their sake.
And if that were the case, the Westerlands aren't far. We could go there too, if you like.
In truth, there's no way of knowing where they are. And in any case, it would be too dangerous for you. Besides, it's been so long that Serena has probably married another.
No, I really don't think so. I'm sure we'll find her in your cottage, and she'll be out of her mind with joy as soon as she sees you again. My mother often used to say that a cottage in the country is better than a hovel next to a palace.
I have no idea. I've never lived in either. We don't even know what sort of welcome we'll find. In any case, I have a mission to see through. Once you're settled, I'll be off again to deal with the man who dared attack us at the wall.
When you have something on your mind, you don't let go, do you? You're as single-minded as King Robert.
How were things between you and Robert? When I knew him, he was always bedding women. But that was before he got married. Was it serious?
He loved me. But I wouldn't say it was serious. How do you know him?
I fought beside him during the rebellion. I seem to remember we called him the giant among princes. He made fun of everything and seemed invincible. I don't know what's become of him.
He's not invincible, that's for sure. He seems to be angry with everything and everyone. He laughs a lot, that's true. But he complains even more. When he was with me, he tried to make sure I had a good time. He was wild as a storm, always on the move, eating and shouting. I liked that. But not for a single moment did he let me think that I was important to him. He was the king, and I was just one of his whims. It's as though, for him, I was an excuse not to be somewhere else. I think that, deep down, he's sad. He doesn't enjoy his life.
I see. It's a rare thing for a man of any rank to have the life of his dreams. Well, it's late. You ought to try and get some rest.
I suppose you're right. Where is your dog? He made me fearful at first, but now it makes me calmer to know he's beside us.